Okay. You looking there, you?
Yeah.
Oh.
I tried to get on and I must have got on more. Okay.
That's not moved, isn't it? It's only working okay. Settings off for sound, isn't it? With a mask in the system.
Good through the.
Oh, but you can't see me anyway.
Cool.
Not them.
How?
Click edges. Do you know they're on TV?
I can see it. How can you see it?
They went live tonight. They,
Yeah.
yeah. You can't talk about them now, can you? Shouldn't have done that, should I? Yeah.
5 minutes to go. Rob usually gives a few minutes extra when subtracting for the late comers.
Good evening, Rob. Can you hear me? So we've got Rob Bugden logged in. So as you can see 5 logged in, but only one name popped up so far. Another one logged in. Oh, they're coming in thick and fast now. 7 logged in. Rob is in. Hi, Amanda.
Hi, Rob.
Loud and clear. Simon Owen just logged in. Hi, Simon.
Hi, Simon.
Simon says hi, Amanda. I know there are a few from Pontarddulais logged in. They haven't sent any messages yet. Wait a few minutes before starting. Hello, Craig. Ten logged in. Could do. See if it makes any difference. No. That's fine. 11 logged in.
Yes, come on.
Go in.
Can you do it again?
Oh, somebody's logged off. Down to 12.
Oh no.
A few more minutes. Craig is asking if I can sing a song. Not tonight. Yes. If you want to see me singing, go down Tesco's tomorrow. I'll be there with my little cap. Collecting money for charity. In a minute.
Yeah, I'm carrying on and starting that.
Okay. Right. Welcome everybody to the HORUS quiz for tonight. Live at Pontarddulais RFC. Just a few messages. Congratulations to everybody in completing the HORUS Marathon charity last Sunday and raising funds for Tough Enough to Care, and also to the kids that did their mile as well. And the fundraising at the moment stands at almost 5.5k. The donations still being accepted on the Just Giving page. If you do a search for HORUS Sevens rugby team on Just Giving, you'll find it there. Okay, round one. General knowledge round. And we'll start off with question one. What is the capital of Chile? Thanks, Rob. Question one, what is the capital of Chile? Okay, move on to question two. What is the smallest country in the world? Just to remind everybody, I'll go through the questions, the 10 questions in this round, and after the 10th question, I'll come back and give you all the answers to this round. Okay, everybody, question 3. Which English city was once known as Duroliponte? Durolipont, spell that for you, Duroliponte. Which English city was once known as Duroliponte? Question 4. Who was made Lord Mayor of London in 1397, 1398, 1406, and 1419? Who was made Lord Mayor of London in 1397? Excuse me, I need a drink now. 1397, 1398, 1406, and 1419. Find the car in, please, Amanda. Okay, move on to question 5. What is the name given to the group of people who make sure MPs attend important votes? What is the name given to the group of people who make sure MPs attend important votes? Nice by the Carlin.
That's 2.25, please.
Credit card?
Card only.
Okay, moving on to question 6. Which nuts are used in marzipan? Which nuts are used in marzipan? Not many comments here. Very quiet there. Right, moving on to question 7. Which country is the origin of the cocktail mojito? Which country is the origin of the cocktail mojito? Question 8. What is the capital of Westeros in Game of Thrones? What is the capital of Westeros in Game of Thrones? Got Huw Thomas here saying, sorry, late, kids wouldn't go to bed. Should have let the kids play with him. Right. There we go now. Question 9. The name for which part or parts of the human body means little mouse when translated? The name for which part or parts of the human body means little mouse when translated? And question 10. The combination of star anise, cloves, fennel, cinnamon, and Szechuan pepper is commonly known as what? The combination of star anise, cloves, fennel, cinnamon, and Szechuan pepper is commonly known as what? I'll just quickly go through the questions again. Question 1 was, what is the capital of Chile? Question 2, what is the smallest country in the world? Question 3, which English city was once known as Duro Le Ponte? Question 4, who was made Lord Mayor of London in 1397, 1398, 1406 and 1419? What is the name given to the group of people who make sure MPs attend important votes? Question 6, which nuts are used in marzipan? Question 7, which country is the origin of the cocktail mojito? Question 8, what is the capital of Westeros in Game of Thrones? Question 9, the name for which part or parts of the human body means little mouse when translated? And 10, the combination of star anise, cloves, fennel, cinnamon, Szechuan pepper is commonly known as what? Rob Bugden says tough round. Sorry, Rob.
Stop messaging me for the answers.
Okay, give it a couple of minutes. And I'll read up the answers to that round. God, I must chindi put that. Hello. About 2 minutes. Show that background music. She working in the house?
Yes, yeah, finally got to work again. Huw Thomas.
Okay, here are the answers to the first round. You can hear that. Right, the answers to the first round. What is the capital of Chile? The answer is Santiago. Question 2, what is the smallest country in the world? The answer is the Vatican City. Question 3, which English city was once known as Duro Le Ponte? That is Cambridge. Who was made Lord Mayor of London in 1397, 1398, 1406 and 1419? That was Dick Whittington. Question 5. What is the name given to the group of people who make sure MPs attend important votes? Whips.
Oh, I can see Rob laughing now.
I'm just waiting for the comments now. Any comments, Rob, about whips? Question 6. Which nuts are used in marzipan? Almonds. Question 7. Which country is the origin of the cocktail mojito? That's Cuba. Question 8. What is the capital of Westeros in Game of Thrones? King's Landing. Question 9. The name for which part or parts of the human body means little mouse when translated? That is muscle. And question 10. The combination of star anise, cloves, fennel, cinnamon, Szechuan pepper is commonly known as what? The answer is 5 spice. It's not the Spice Girls. If everybody can post these scores on live chat for that round. See how we go in. No comments yet.
Rob.
6. Huw Thomas, is that Huw Thomas, is it?
Yeah.
John Kuttner, 7 out of 10. Well done.
Rob, unfortunately, you got the question wrong about the marzipan and the nuts. They're not your nuts, it's almonds. Just to confirm, the answer was almonds.
Rob, steady 5. How about the ones from Pontarddulais RFC? Let me see any scores. Craig Edges, 6.
Ooh. Kathleen?
Huw Thomas' dad, 8.
Oh, nice. Well done, Tony.
Any score from the Catleys?
No. I get a point for C on question 1. We're not playing the alphabet, right?
There was 7 there. Lynn's dad got 7. Any score from the Catleys? No?
Harvey Winks got 10 out of 10.
Oh, well done, Harvey. Harvey's got 10 out of 10.
I think it's some cheating going on there somewhere.
No score from the Catleys. Do you have to do anything? Okay, you carry on.
You carry on.
Okay.
You have to swap seats when we're doing social
Yeah,
distancing.
no problem. Oh, the Hedges and the Catleys are working as a team.
Yes.
Okay. Right. We move on to round 2. Sport. Question 1 on sport. In football, which team has won the Champions League, formerly the European Cup, the most? In football, which team has won the Champions League, formerly the European Cup, the most? Question 2. In bowling, what is the term given for 3 consecutive strikes? In bowling, what is the term given for 3 consecutive strikes? Question 3. What African country was the first ever to qualify for a Football World Cup? What African country was the first ever to qualify for a Football World Cup? Logged on now.
They're all quiet, aren't they? Interesting.
Question 4. Name the 2 players who played in the longest ever tennis match. Name the 2 players who played in the longest ever tennis match. Point for each. No, they weren't both Welsh. Question 5. How many Olympic gold medals has Mo Farah won? How many Olympic gold medals has Mo Farah won? Throw that in, that old chestnut in as well. Who's the Welshman who's had most Lions toes? Me.
Bonus question.
Me. Question 6. Name the British women's taekwondo player who won a gold medal in the 57 kilogram at the 2012 London Olympics and in Rio in 2016. Name the British women's taekwondo player who won a gold medal in the 57 kilo at the 2012 London Olympics and at Rio in 2016. Question 7. The Pittsburgh Penguins play which sport? The Pittsburgh Penguins play which sport? Question 8. Who did Wales beat to finish third in the Rugby World Cup in 1987? Who did Wales beat to finish third in the Rugby World Cup in 1987? Question 9, another rugby question. In rugby union, what year did the value of a try become 5 points? In rugby union, what year did the value of a try become 5 points? Everybody's gone quiet.
They're all too busy Googling it.
I know. Change things. The 10th question in this round, 10th and last question in this round. Who has scored the most tries in Rugby World Cup finals? Who has scored the most tries in Rugby World Cup finals? There are 2 players on joint number of tries, so a point for each. Remember, that covers more than one Rugby World Cup final. Who has scored the most tries at Rugby World Cup finals? They do have a few minutes now. I'll repeat the questions and give you the answers.
Rob Bugden, you're not sophisticated enough to drink wine.
Okay, I'll quickly go through the questions again. Question 1 was, in football, which team has won the Champions League, formerly the European Cup, the most? Question 2, in bowling, what is the term given for 3 consecutive strikes? Question 3, what African country was the first ever to qualify for a Football World Cup? Question 4, name the 2 players who played in the longest ever tennis match. Question 5, how many Olympic gold medals has Mo Farah won? Question 6, name the British women's taekwondo player who won a gold medal in the 57 kilos at the 2012 London Olympics and Rio 2016? Question 7. The Pittsburgh Penguins play which sport? Question 8. Who did Wales beat to finish third in the Rugby World Cup in 1987? Question 9. In rugby union, what year did the value of a try become 5 points? And question 10. Who has scored the most tries in Rugby World Cup finals? And there's 2 answers to that, with the joint top try scorers. A couple of minutes before giving the answers. Definitely should have background music.
Definitely. Well, you've just been informed by Winks that Rob's probably drinking his wine out of a pint glass, so I stand corrected.
Oh, Rob Bugden feeling confident.
Yeah. Why, is Kaya helping you, is she?
Another minute. Part of your garden looks wonderful now, Amanda.
I know, thank you very much. I did it all by myself.
Just wait for comments from Martin.
Still, are the kids still up?
Okay, the answers of this round. Question 1. In football, which team has won the Champions League, formerly the European Cup, the most? The answer is Real Madrid, 13 times. Question 2. In bowling, what is the term given for 3 consecutive strikes? The answer is turkey. Question 3. What African country was the first ever to qualify for a Football World Cup? Egypt in 1934. Question 4. Name the 2 players who played in the longest ever tennis match. John Isner and Nicholas Mahou. Wimbledon, 22nd to 24th of June, so it lasted 3 days. 11 hours and 5 minutes, and the last set score was 70 games to 68. So the answer there is John Isner and Nicholas Mahou. Question 5. How many Olympic gold medals has Mo Farah won? The answer is 4. He won 2 in London and 2 in Rio. Question 6. Name the British women's taekwondo player who won a gold medal in the 57 kilo at the 2012 London Olympics and Rio 2016. The answer is Wales' own Jade Jones. Question 7. Pittsburgh Penguins play which sport? The answer is ice hockey. Question 8. Who did Wales beat to finish third in the Rugby World Cup in 1987? The answer is Australia. The try in that match was actually scored by Gareth Roberts of our club. Yes, and his photo is up on the wall there.
Yeah.
Question 9. In rugby union, what year did the value of a try become 5 points? The answer is 1992. Question 10. Who has scored the most tries in Rugby World Cup finals? The answer is Brian Habana and Jonah Lomu have both scored 15 tries. I was going to ask the question, who's the leading try scorer in World Rugby?
Does anybody know the answer?
Anybody know? Who's the leading try scorer in World Rugby? Any takers? The answer is actually Japan's Daisuke Ohata with 69 tries. Brian Abana is second and 67 tries. David Cambisi 64. And now Rowan Shane 60 tries. Huw Thomas reckons he scored the most tries. Rob Bugden, full house. Well done, Rob.
Must be the wine. From Japan.
Scores from that round. Rob has got a full house. Harvey Winkler, full house.
Nothing yet. Must be quiet up there for a change.
7.
Oh, nice, Huw Thomas.
8.
There's that eight.
5.
Well done. Rob Bugden, 69. Too much wine there, Rob. Hedges, 6. Bit of a trend there. Well done. Oh. Apparently, Harvey Winkler says he had them all right.
Well done, Harvey. Craig is asking what quiz is Rob doing.
Don't ask. Just don't ask the question.
Okay, we move on to the third and final round, entitled Real Names. I'll give you the real name. You need to give me the answer as their stage name or whatever. So question 1, Robert Zimmerman. Question 1, Robert Zimmerman. Question 2, David Jones, known as Di Jones in Wales. Question 3, Reginald Kenneth Dwight. Reginald Kenneth Dwight. Question 4, Marian Michael Morrison. Marian Michael Morrison. All quiet there again. Question 5. Anna May Bullock. Anna May Bullock. There's comments coming through on Amanda's phone. I don't know who's wrong.
I seriously can't show you.
Matthew, is it?
All I'll say is to Rob, Matthew wants to know, is the answer to question 5 the picture that he showed you the other day? That's all I'm saying.
Okay, right. Right. Question 6. George Kyriakos Panagiottou. I spell that last part. P-A-N-A-G-I-O-T-O-U. George Kyriakos Panagiottou. P-A-N-A-G-I-O-T-O-U. Yes, Rob, question 5 was Anna May Bullock. Question 6 was George Kyriakos Panagiottou. Question 7, George Allen O'Dowd. George Allen O'Dowd. Question 8, Morris Joseph Micklewhite. Morris Joseph Micklewhite. Question 9, Alicia Aguelo Cook. Alicia Aguelo Cook. Aguelo is spelled A-U-G-E-L-L-O. Question 10, Francis Gum. Question 10, Francis Gum. Francis is spelled F-R-A-N-C-E-S. Good job, I didn't pick a reserve one.
Oh my goodness.
Give a few minutes again, and I'll go through the questions again and then find the answers. So just a recap of the real names. Number 1 was Robert Zimmerman. Number 2, David Jones. Number 3, Reginald Kenneth Dwight. Number 4, Marian Michael Morrison. Number 5, Anna May Bullock. Number 6, George Kyriakos Panaguatu. Number 7, George Allen O'Dowd. Number 8, Maurice Joseph Micklewhite. Number 9, Alicia Aguelo Cook. And number 10, Francis Gum.
Darren Cook sounds quite confident. He's late, but he's going to win. Rob bugged him, always 5 again. We'll show you what it's not.
I did have some reserve questions for this round, so I don't know if anybody would try to answer these. The ones I had was Stefani Joan Angelina Germanata. Stefani Joan Angelina Germanata. There's a mouthful, isn't it? Anybody know that? Any replies by... it's not part of the 10 questions, but out of interest. Stefani Joan Angelina Germanata. Anybody? How about Richard Jenkins then? Anybody know Richard Jenkins?
People are going to see Huw.
No. Oh, Jonathan Williams. I didn't know he was there. Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Well done, Minty.
Nice. Richard Jenkins, anyone? No. No scores in from Minty neither.
No scores, Minty. How are we doing, Minty? How have we done in the previous rounds? Nobody knows Richard Jenkins. Richard Jenkins is actually Wales' own Richard Burton. Okay then, I'll go through the answers for the real names quiz round. Robert Zimmerman. The answer to that is Bob Dylan. Huw Thomas thought Richard Jenkins was Lady Gaga. David Jones is David Bowie. David Jones is David Bowie. Reginald Kenneth Dwight is Elton John.
Yeah.
Number 4, Marian Michael Morrison is John Wayne. Wait for it. Number 5.
It's not this guy.
Anna May Bullock is Tina Turner.
Oh, bless.
Number 6, George Kyriakos Panaguatou is George Michael. Number 7, George Allen O'Dowd is Boy George. Number 8, Maurice Joseph Micklewhite is Michael Caine. Number 9, Alicia Aguelo Cook is Alicia Keys. And number 10, Frances Gum is Judy Garland. So how has everybody done that round? Whilst you're adding up your scores, we need a volunteer to host next week's quiz. Any offers? Craig Hedges got 8. Well done, Craig.
Well done, Craig. Huw Thomas, 6. Nice.
Well done, the Hedges and the Catleys.
Harvey Winkler, 11 out of 10.
Well done, Harvey.
I thought I think he's distraught with a picture of his uncle.
John, 5. Phil, 6. No reply from Rob yet.
It's just text.
Brendan from the first ever vegan only team, the Green Gazelles, next week. Oh, good.
Nice.
He just text.
Harvey hosting next week, is it? You may as well. 100%.
Still waiting for a few scores. How do you do this round, Rob? No reply.
He's too busy drinking his wine.
Yeah. 5 for me, 17 overall. Can you post your overall scores as well? $17 for Rob. Craig had 2 6s and an 8, so that's 20 for the Hedges and Catleys. Is that correct, Craig? It's finished, Minty. 3 rounds. That is
Late as always, Minty.
Huw Thomas, 18. Rob, next week should be a meaty quiz. Very good. 20 for Craig and family and Hedges and Catleys.
Well done, 19. Well done, Tony.
Any other scores? 19. So Catleys and Hedges in the lead at the moment are 20. Any more scores coming through?
Harvey Winkler, you won.
Oh, sorry, Harvey Winkler won. Yeah.
31 out of
31 and a 30. Well done, Harvey. He's watching.
Yeah. Otherwise we'll go on.
I've done my bit now, so I'll pass over to my assistant.
To say what?
To say whatever you want. Harvey wants to say hello, man.
Right. Hiya, guys. I am here. Just want to say again, what Huw said at the beginning. Huge congratulations for everybody who took part in the HORUS Sevens marathon, and well done to the children as well, and myself who did the mile, although I wasn't in a good state at the end of it. But yeah, huge congratulations, great effort. Also to Rob, who did your half marathon row, and Matthew Winkler, who did your row as well. He's in a bit of a state at the moment. And thanks for allowing us to host your quiz. I think that's it. Well done, Huw, because you did the quiz.
Oh,
Thank you to Huw.
Huw Thomas says it's at 5,400 now. I'm just giving.
Oh, nice.
Minty says you did yours in the car.
Oh.
Your mile.
I run those pitches.
Okay, shall we sign off? And thank you everybody for getting involved in the quiz tonight, and see you all next week.
Bye.